As the coronavirus continues to spread in North Dakota, the likelihood of knowing someone who tested positive is much higher than it was even just a couple of months ago. A Minot family with 5 high-risk family members recently tested positive in early November and has since recovered for the most part. Caressa Stinchcomb shares their story.
For 8 months, we kind of lived in fear of the boogeyman.
Kevin Burkhardt, his wife Paula, and 4 of their 6 children tested positive. But before November, Kevin says the pandemic started for them on March 4th.
We feared catching it, me for my age and underlying health conditions, but mostly for our 4 youngest who have compromised immune systems.
Grace, Bella, Nole, and Simus all have Down syndrome.
I would say having 4 children with Down syndrome during a pandemic has been a significant blessing because they haven't worried. They haven't been concerned about being out of school, away from their friends. They have each other.
Kevin says the kids had little to no symptoms except for a moderate fever.
One day Bella just kind of wanted to lay on the couch, and that's not like her, but that was it for her fever and her symptoms. And
Kevin, Paula, and Sam experienced aches, headaches, fevers, and Paula even lost her taste and smell for a while.
When our symptoms started leaving us and we started being able to mostly continue as things were before, we thought it was behind us. And then we started to realize that other people were starting to have post-COVID types of things. And I turned out to be one of those people that had a post-COVID thing.
For the first time in his life, Kevin had a bloody nose. He says his post-COVID symptoms were worse than when he was fighting the virus.
And it turned out to be a prolific event that I had to go to the emergency room for them to put things up there to just put pressure on an artery at the back of my nasal cavity so that it would stop. That stayed in for 3 days.
After having emergency surgery on November 30th, he says he hasn't had another one. Since recovering, he says he's been doing a lot of reflection.
I have not known all the answers over the last 9 months, but so many good things have come from this pandemic. More time together, and not like stuck in a camper together, but more time just being able to pay attention to each other and serve each other.
Reporting for KX News in Minot, I'm Caressa Stinchcomb.
Well, I'm glad everyone is okay there, but according to the Mayo Clinic, some lingering symptoms of COVID could be rash or hair loss, muscle fatigue, or rapid heartbeat.